I am Ajit Gunawardana. I am accounting teacher. Now I am going to discuss how to adjust bad debts and doubtful debts adjustment. Those two adjustments relevant for debtors. Debtors created because of the credit sales. Bad debts is it is confirmed that debtor balance cannot be recovered. But doubtful debts it is not confirmed. Debtor's balance will not be able to recover. That is doubtful debts. But bad debts it is confirmed. Debtor balance cannot be recovered. Then you know how to adjust in the ledger accounts bad debts as well as doubtful debts. Sometime it has given in the examination purpose. Bad debts we can see trial balance as well as additional information. Doubtful debts also like that. As a provision for doubtful debts we can see opening balance in the trial balance as well as additional information. Let first one see the example. It has given trial balance of accounting period end of the year 31st March 18. Debtors balance 42,000 and additional information also given 2,000 should be written off from debtor as a bad debts and provision for doubtful debts 31st March 18 should be 10% of remaining balance of trade debtor. Let first one think about bad debts. It has included additional information. It has not recorded yet. Bad debts is expense. Effect for debtor decrease. Therefore, debtors account credit, bad debts account debit. That is expense. Then how to record in the ledger accounts? Right. Here prepare debtors accounts as well as bad debts accounts. First one take the balance. It has given trial balance. Trial balance we can see debtors balance 42,000. Those adjustment. Therefore, it should be included as a debtor account as a balance brought forward. Debit side. Then bad debts 2,000 included in the additional information. It has not recorded yet. Therefore, debtors decrease. Debtors account credit 2,000 and bad debts account debit. Then doubtful debt should be calculated based on the remaining debtor balance. Remaining debtor balance. 42,000 minus 2,000, that is a bad debts. Then remaining debtor balance equal 40,000 into 10%. Doubtful debts also expense. There is no balance in the trial balance as a provision for doubtful debts. You have prepared doubtful debts expense account as well as provision for doubtful debts accounts. There is no balance. That is also expense. Doubtful debts expense account debit, provision for doubtful debts credit. Therefore, now there are two expenses. Doubtful debts expense, it should be profit and loss, as well as bad debts also expense, profit and loss, and provision for doubtful debts, that is asset accounts, should be carried down. And debtors also assets, balance carried down. When we are going to prepare the financial position, debtors should be include current assets after deducting provision for doubtful debts closing balance. Debtors balance 40,000 minus provision for doubtful debts 4,000. Net value should be include financial position 36,000. Right now see these examples. It has given trial balance. Trial balance we can see provision for doubtful debts balance 2,000 as well as bad debts balance also 2,000. Debtors balance 83,000. See the additional information. 3,000 should be written off from debtor as bad debts and balance of provision for doubtful debts as at 31st March 18 should be 10% of remaining balance of trade debtor. Bad debts included in the trial balance, it has already recorded. But bad debts included in the additional information, it has not recorded. Therefore, should be record bad debts included in the additional information. Right, first one, you prepare 4 ledger accounts. Debtors accounts and bad debts accounts, doubtful debts expense accounts, as well as provision for doubtful debts account. First one, take the balance. Debtor we can say 83,000, debit side as balance brought forward, and bad debts also we can see 2,000, balance brought forward debit side, as well as provision for doubtful debts also it has given balance 2,000. Then first one, you record bad debts included in the additional information. 3,000 should be written off from debtor as a bad debts. Effect for debtor decrease, therefore debtors account credit as well as bad debts account debit. And doubtful debts should be calculated based on the remaining debtor balance. Based on remaining debtor balance, debtors included in the trial balance 83,000 minus 3,000 bad debts, then remaining debtor balance equal 80,000. Only we have to deduct as a bad debts included in the additional information, not trial balance. Therefore, debtor balance remaining balance equal 80,000 into 10% equal 8,000. That is a doubtful debts value. But now there is a balance in the trial balance as a provision for doubtful debts. Therefore, it should be included as a balance brought forward credit side. Now total 8,000 cannot be considered as expense. There is a balance. If there is a balance, we have to record difference amounts. Therefore, 8,000, how to record now? It should be balance carried down from provision for doubtful debts accounts, debit side to credit side. Calculated value should be carried down from provision in the provision for doubtful debts accounts from debit side to credit sides. Then difference value 6,000 should be recorded. Opening balance 2,000 but closing balance 8,000. Total 8,000 cannot be considered as expense. Only 6,000 should be considered as expense. Doubtful debts expense account debit, provision for doubtful debts credit. What is the important things? If there is a balance as a provision for doubtful debts, when we are going to consider as expense, difference value should be considered as expense. Difference value 6,000, not 8,000. That is a under provision. Balance included in the trial balance is lower. Calculate value. Calculated value closing balance 8,000 but opening balance 2,000. Therefore, difference is under provision. If it is under provision, should be considered as expense. Therefore, as a bad debts, we have to consider 5,000 total amounts. Balance included in the trial balance as well as additional information. Total amount should be considered as expense. But doubtful debts, if there is a balance, difference value should be considered as expense. Difference value, if it is under provision, should be considered as expense. If it is over provision, should be considered as income. But over provision cannot be included other income. It should be included distribution expense within brackets. So therefore, in these examples, as a bad debts we have to consider 5,000. As a doubtful debts we have to consider only 6,000. When we are going to prepare the financial position, debtors balance should be included financial position after deducting provision for doubtful debts closing balance. Not 6,000, closing balance equal 8,000. So therefore 80,000 minus 8,000. As a debtor should be included financial position 72,000. So right, what is the summary? Bad debts and doubtful debts we can see trial balance as well as additional information. Therefore, as a bad debts we have to consider both balance included in the trial balance as well as balance included in the additional information. But doubtful debts difference value should be considered as expense. If it is over provision, within brackets under distribution expense. If it is under provision, normal expense. See the example next one. It has also given trial balance. We can see balance as a provision for doubtful debts beginning of the year, and there is a bad debts balance also, and debtors 63,000. Additional information also given bad debts 3,000 should be written off from debtor as a bad debts, and provision for doubtful debts as of 31st March 18 should be 10% of remaining balance of creditor. Right now I am going to discuss how to adjust over provision. doubtful debts over provision. That is important thing I am going to discuss by discussing this example. At first one, bad debts included in the additional information is not recorded. Therefore, bad debts account debit, debtors account credit. First one, prepare ledger accounts. There are 4 ledger accounts should be prepared. Debtors accounts as well as bad debts accounts. Then doubtful debts expense accounts as well as provision for doubtful debts. Doubtful debts expense as well as provision for doubtful debts. Those are adjustment. First one, take the balance. Trial balance weakness debtors 63,000, bad debts 1,000, and provision for doubtful debts 7,000 credit side. Right. Debtors 63,000 should be included debit side as a balance brought forward, and bad debts also 1,000 should be included balance brought forward debit side, and provision for doubtful debts 7,000 credit side as a balance brought forward. First one, you have to record bad debts included in the additional information 3,000. It has not recorded yet. Therefore, debtors account credit, bad debts account debit. Then you have to calculate doubtful debts value based on the remaining debtor balance. Remaining debtor balance, debtors trial balance we can see 63,000 minus bad debts included in the additional information. Only 3,000, not 5,000, not 4,000. Only 3,000 bad debts included in the additional information should be deducted from debtor. Therefore, debtors remaining balance equals 60,000. Therefore, doubtful debts equals 60,000 into 10%. 6,000. Right, now how to record? First one, bad debts included in the additional information should be recorded 3,000. Effect for debtor decrease. Therefore, debtors account credit, bad debts account debit. Then doubtful debts value already calculated 6,000. But there is a balance provision for doubtful debts accounts. Therefore, 6,000 should be carried down from debit side to credit side. Cannot be recorded entire 6,000. If there is a balance, difference value should be considered as a income statement. Therefore, here balance we can see 7,000 in the trial balance. Closing balance equals 6,000. Therefore, 6,000 should be carried down from debit side to credit side in the provision for doubtful debts accounts. Then credit side increase, take the debit side, difference value 1,000. That is a over provision. Balance included in the trial balance is higher than the closing balance. Therefore, difference value should be considered as over provision. Therefore, now doubtful debts expense account credit and provision for doubtful debit. You know how to decide, how to recognize over provision or under provision. Here opening balance we can see 7,000 but calculate value 6,000. Balance included in the trial balance is higher. Therefore, difference value 1,000 should be considered as an over provision. If it is over provision, when we are going to prepare the income statement, it should be include distribution expense within brackets. Right. Then debtors assets should be carried down and provision for doubtful debts carried down 6,000. When we are going to prepare the financial person, as a debtor should be included after deducting provision for doubtful debts under current assets. Debtors value equals 60,000 minus provision for doubtful debts, closing balance 6,000. Therefore, net value equal 54,000. That is, value should be included financial person under current assets. Right. What is a summary? When we are going to adjust bad debts and doubtful debts, first one, see the trial balance. Trial balance also we can see bad debts. Additional information also we can see. Therefore, as an expense, we have to consider balance total, both value, total amounts. Balance included in the trial balance as well as additional information. Total amount should be considered as expense. And doubtful debts, if there is a balance, difference value should be considered as expense or within brackets. It is dependent on over provision or under provision. If balance included in the trial balance higher than the calculated value, that is a over provision. If balance included in the trial balance lower than the calculated value, therefore under provision. If it is over provision, within brackets under distribution expense. If it is under provision, difference value should be considered as expense.